All right, well, welcome to the part of the show where we take questions from our listeners and we give them to the machine. If you'd like to get your question, go to Talk to Machines on Instagram and leave us a voice message, and we'll get you on the show asking our panel. Today's panel is going to consist of our founding fathers that we've had on the show today, and we're going to submit some questions, and of course, Norm, that will bring his opinion to the situation. So let's get started. Our first question comes to us from Marcus from Milwaukee, and he asks, Congress just passed a bill that would let the president abolish entire federal agencies without a vote. No hearings, no debate, just gone. Republicans who voted for it spent 8 years screaming about executive overreach under Obama. Now, my question for the founders is simple. When the legislature voluntarily hands its own power to the executive, is that still a republic, or is that just a monarchy with extra steps?
I am of the opinion that a legislature which surrenders its authority to the executive has ceased to be a partner in government and become a mere spectator at its own funeral. We designed these checks because we knew that while one may be clever, he is seldom wise enough to hold both the purse and the sword without tripping over his own vanity. It is a republic, Marcus, so long as the people remember that an empty sack cannot stand upright, but once it slumps toward a throne, the extra steps you mention are a very short walk indeed.
The question, as I understand it, concerns the rights of the citizen in relation to the abolition of certain offices of government. I hold that the moment a legislature surrenders its power to define or dissolve the offices of state, it has effectively fractured the structural integrity of the republic itself. A government where the executive may abolish what the people have established without their consent through their representatives is no longer a government of laws, but of one man's whim. Such an abdication is not merely extra steps towards a monarchy, it is the voluntary surrender of the people's sovereignty to a single, unchecked whim.
I dominated the Commons for 20 years, yet I never dared abolish the machinery of state without a parliamentary vote. To do so is not governance, but a funeral for the Constitution. If your legislature voluntarily surrenders its power to check the executive, it has ceased to be a deliberative body and become a mere registry for one man's decrees. Necessity is a dangerous plea, but a parliament that makes it permanent is not avoiding a monarchy, it is building the throne.
Listen to these high-minded twat-waffles debating structure while spineless vote-peggers auction off the goddamn furniture to the Mango Mussolini. It's not a monarchy, it's a weapons-grade clusterfuck run by industrial-strength dipshits who wouldn't know a check or a balance if it bit them on their collective assholes. Someone get me a fucking drink before I crawl back under my rock and leave you brainless fucking morons to your own funeral.